welcome to the Art of Becca J. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope your year has started off great. If not, don't worry, you've still got time to turn it around. Some of you already have your New Year's resolutions in place, that's great. But if you don't and you're looking for one, girl, I got you. I've got a good one. And it's something that I am pressing into more this year. I already started a few years ago, but I want to continue and get stronger in this area. 2024, it's time to become a woman of your word. Now, the past year or so, I have been so intentional about being a woman of my word. When I say something, I mean it and I stand on business, okay? I used to be the person who say, if you invited me somewhere, like, oh, do you want to come to like a party? You want to go out? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then sometimes I won't turn up, or I will say, oh, I can't make it. But even when I said yes, I knew deep down I wasn't gonna make it. I was just a flaky individual. And sometimes I'll say I'll do something and I probably won't stick to my word. And I give you this example. There was one time I was working at this job, and this years ago. And this guy, it was his birthday coming up, and he found out I could like braid hair because I was braiding my own hair. And he was like, oh, so can you braid my hair? And I would like a little extensions in it to make it longer. And I was like, yeah, sure. I feel so bad explaining this story, but I have to, because 2024, we're getting better, okay? There's no shame. You got to tell the truth, right? Look, we've got to tell the truth. And he was like, yeah, sure. I said, yeah, sure, I'll do your hair. And then when it came down to the time of me doing the hair, he was messaging me, and forgive me, I was ignoring his calls. I was ignoring his messages. And I remember when we got back to work, this guy ignored me, he didn't speak to me, and rightly so. And rightly so. If I promised something and it didn't come through, what kind of behaviour is that? And I realised that behaviour, I lost that on a good friend. I lost that on someone who we probably could be friends today. You know, you don't know. And not only that, I had tainted my name. I showed someone that, hey, this person's not a woman of her word. She can't be trusted, right? That was years ago, right? That was years ago. And looking back, it was so flaky, and I know. And it's time that's why, as I've gotten older and as over the years, I have been so intentional of when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I don't know if I'm going to do it, I make sure to say, oh, I'll get back to you. I'll check on it. And I also find people telling me, Rebecca, pray on it, think on it. Pray on it, think on it before you say yes. And that has helped me out so much. Being someone of your word is so important, especially when you're starting as an entrepreneur, you're starting a business. Your word is your bond. When you say you're going to sell something and you're going to put something up, you're going to put a video out every week, you've got to do that, okay? Think about, I'm going to give you some free business tips, a little free game I'm going to throw at you. Trust is everything. I remember I had this conversation with this man, and he's been running his business for years, and he told me trust takes years to build and seconds to break. So when you're building a brand, when you're building a business, when you're building connections and networking with people, your trust is everything. Think about it. Look at your favorite product you use. If you use MAC, if you use Fenty Beauty, why do you use these things? You use them because you trust, and you know for a fact that when you buy that product, you're going to get the same results. You trust that it's going to be there. You trust the name behind it. You trust Rihanna because you see her. You know what she's about, her brand, right? So it's the trust behind the business. So when you're looking to start your business, your trust is everything. If you say you get back to people within 2 to 3 days, you need to get back to people within 2 to 3 days. Even if it's an email saying, look, hi, so sorry, I couldn't get back to you, but I'm going to extend the time I get back to you because it's busy. Just get back to people. People want to know that, okay, she cares. When I started Refresh Kits, it was so important for me to be a trustworthy person. And last year, I realized that I needed to boost it up a little bit more. I was doing it already, but I had to be the woman of my word. So when I was contacting schools and I was saying, hey, I'm going to drop off kits, I was going to drop off kits that day. Hey, I'm looking for blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do that. I had to be a woman of my word, because what ended up happening was I was given to one school. When I contacted the federation, they sent me to one school. Once I entered, hear this guys, Once I handed in those kits, I then got an invitation to the House of Lord. Now, bearing in mind, when I got that invitation, right? When I got this invitation, it was a reminder. It wasn't their initial invitation. So that told me that they were holding out on this invitation, waiting to see if I was actually going to come through with my promise. And when I did, that same day, they sent that invitation through. So whoever's listening to this now, if you're thinking of going, I said I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it, do it. People are watching. People are watching. And once I handed into that school, other schools said, hey, I heard what you're doing with that teacher, because they talk. It's a little network. It's a big school, big federation, but they all talk. I have another school said, hey, I heard what you've done with that school. I would love to, be a part of it. Word gets around. Now, imagine if I said I was going to do it and I didn't turn up. The next school I go to, they all turn around and said, but I heard what you did. No, we don't trust you. No, you know what? Actually, it's fine. They probably won't even get back to me. So what I'm telling you is your word is your bond. And I want to say this. If you are someone who struggles with trusting people with when they say they're going to do something because you think, they're not going to do it. Oh, I don't really trust that person. Maybe it's because you don't trust yourself. Now, I don't know if you've heard of when there's a saying like, there's something about that person I don't like about myself. They normally say it when they see someone and there's something about them that you're like, I'm not agreeing with. And it could be because it's something you see yourself in that person. So if you feel like this person's not trustworthy or you don't trust people, maybe it could be the fact that you don't even trust yourself. Start being someone you can trust yourself. If you can't stand on your word to yourself, there's something I had to realize. If I said I'm going to start working out and I don't even trust myself. Why don't I trust when I, if I feel like I have to do something, why don't I trust it? I don't trust it because I don't trust myself, because I'm not a woman of my word. I'll say something, I don't do it. I had to change that. I had to work on that. Ladies, I'm not just going to leave you out there and struggling or don't know where to start. Don't worry. I have a free PDF in the description box where you can just write down, and we're going to confront our fears, confront the reason why, we don't trust, and work on how to become a woman, the woman of our word. But it's free and it's for you. It's a token of love. It's the new year. Why not get a free gift? Who don't love free gifts? I love free gifts. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and follow me on social media. Check out my website. We have free resources there, and also join our email list because we've got some great I've got some great things coming for you this year. Enjoy, ladies, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.